The next tool we're going to look at is how to work with filters. Sean's next task is to find out how many orders have been placed by the customer, Christy Britton. To start searching through a very large data set like this could take ages. Fortunately, we have a tool called Filters, which allows us to hide all the information we don't need. Now in this case, Sean opens the data and immediately sees Christy Britton near the top. If you're lucky enough to have this, a really quick option is to click on the value you want to filter by, then right-click, come down to Filter, and choose Filter by Selected Cell's Value. You'll notice you could also choose to filter by color or even icon. When I click, it immediately hides all the records that do not pertain to Christy Britton. A really quick way of narrowing down your search. Now to restore our data to how it was before, we can simply undo. So I'm going to press Ctrl Z and we're back to where we were. That was a quick little filter, but Sean's next task is a little more complex. He's been asked to identify all the orders placed in Sydney in the year 2016 with a total of over $10,000. For this, he's going to need to use the filter tools. Now these are available on the Data tab of the ribbon in the Sort and Filter group. Right in the middle you'll see a big filter icon, and when we click on that, it applies these little auto filter buttons to each column. These allow us to quickly filter and even sort our data. Let's start by looking at the problem of filtering our data by city. So I'm going to come to my auto filter button, click the drop down, and all the values in the column appear. Now there's only 2 here, so I'm going to unselect Melbourne and say OK. My data has been filtered to only show cities in Sydney. If you have a look on the left hand side, the numbers have gone blue and there are obvious gaps. And if you have a look at the auto filter button, it's got a little filter icon telling us that a filter has been applied to this column. If I put the entire address into one column, I would not be able to do this, so it's really good practice to make sure that each column only contains a single piece of information. Now let's have a look at further refining it. Unlike sorts, we can very easily apply multiple filters. So I'm going to now come to Order Date, click the drop down, and we can now see it's got all the years for us to choose from. That's brilliant. If, however, we wanted to use something a little more sophisticated, if you come to Date Filters, you'll notice you could actually choose a date between 2 dates. Yesterday, last week, last month. So quite a rich selection of options. For this situation, however, we just want the year 2016. So I'm going to uncheck Select All, check 2016, and say OK. And a second filter has been applied. Now the last thing I have to do is restrict my total to be over 10,000. So I'm going to click the drop down, but now to go and uncheck all the values that are less than 10,000 could take ages, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to come to Number Filters, and once again, lovely selection of options. Let's try greater than. If we went for greater than or equal to, that would include 10,000. We don't want to. So we're going to click greater than. We're going to type in 10,000 and type OK. And there are the 3 orders that were placed in Sydney in 2016 with a total of more than 10,000. Now to clear a filter, you can either do them one at a time. So for example, if I wanted to see Sydney and Melbourne, I could come to the city, click the drop down and say Clear Filter from City. That has only cleared the filter on that column. If, however, I wanted to clear all the filters and get my data back to how it was, come up to your Data tab and click Clear. That will remove all the filters from your data set. And now we're back to where we started. Now Sean has just one little task left to do. He's also been asked to identify the top 20 biggest orders by total. So we're going to come back to our total column and click the drop down. We're going to come to Number Filters, and I can see a top 10 but not a top 20. That's okay. Top 10 means top something, not literally 10. So I'm going to click top 10, and then I'm going to change the top 10 to 20, and then I could go for items or even percent, but we're going to go for items, say OK, and there are our top 20 orders by total. So you can see there are quite a lot of fantastic options which will allow you to quickly narrow down your data set to just the data you need to see. Just before you finish working with it though, it's a really good idea to clear your filters so you don't confuse other colleagues who may think that data is missing. So we're going to come back up to our sort filter group, click the clear filter, and if you want to get rid of the auto filter buttons, just click on your filter icon. Now it's your chance to have a go.